I think AI is going to challenge us in various ways to think about regulation, both in terms of new regulations that we've never seen before, but also in ways of regulating that perhaps we've already done some, but we have to tweak around the edges with AI as leading us in a different kind of direction.
I think AI-related legal reforms are going to be needed in a lot of areas because AI and its improvements are going to be profoundly disruptive in just about every area of society. Privacy changes, self-driving cars that are out on the roadways, how are we going to regulate these cars? How are we going to attribute liability and accountability to them? Are we going to let people continue driving once these machines are exponentially safer than human drivers? How do traditional models of law that try and incentivize people to create apply to machines?
What else should be on our radar in terms of AI-enabled technologies and potential regulatory challenges that might arise from them?
We'll find this dilemma, which we're seeing doctors facing right now. And that is the dilemma that happens when, let's say, a medical diagnostic system starts to gain a much better track record than a human being at diagnosing a particular kind of illness.
While many people are getting excited about the opportunities that these powerful technologies open, a number of people are also concerned as to how can we know for sure whether the output of those technologies are going to be good for individuals and for societies. I would like to suggest that AI is, of course, a powerful technology. And when we say powerful, that means two things. When we tend to talk about powerful technology, we mean they perform very well. That's a great technology. It's a powerful computer. And AI is a powerful technology. It allows us to do things that we couldn't do before. It's also powerful in ways that we might get a bit concerned about. Just like every time there is a new source of power, it could get misused.
An example of places where I think we have to really think about regulating, to me, the pivotal example is the regulation of using AI to kill. I think that it's necessary, at the very least, to seek out a preemptive ban internationally in the form of a treaty, which would make it such that AI could not be delegated the decision to take lives without any meaningful human control in the process. There is a number of other cases where we're going to also need to regulate, perhaps less controversially. For example, in the context of driving and autonomous vehicles.
Now, most of these accidents are caused by what we call driver error, a certain type of human mistakes, driver intoxication, driver distraction, driver fatigue, drowsiness. And we don't think autonomous vehicles will make these mistakes.
As things are set up at the moment, we shouldn't regulate in the sense of imposing liabilities directly on AI-enabled technologies. One might have the idea of robots in mind, imprisoning bad robots. That's not the world we're in at the moment. Instead, what makes sense is to impose various kinds of liability or regulations that are aimed at sort of encouraging good behavior by manufacturers, developers, designers of AI-enabled technology. Those companies are the ones that need to step up and take responsibility for the safety of their products and their services. Imprisoning cars doesn't make much sense. Imprisoning robots is not the world we live in. But focusing on companies and organizations that are developing services and AI-enabled technologies, that's what makes sense to focus on, at least where things are today.